Roll up my motherfucking sleeves. What's up, you guys? KathyyRenee here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you watching for the very first time, my name is KathyyRenee, and welcome to the show. Hola, how are you? Hi, ¿cómo estás? Today is April 5th of 2021. It is a Monday. Yesterday was Easter, so happy Easter to all of you. Hope you guys had a beautiful one. And on today's episode, we're going to be going over the Norvina Volume 2 collection from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to go ahead and look down so that you guys can see what I went ahead and did here. And this is just an example on how I use the palette. You don't have to do this. This is just an idea. Again, this is an example of how I used it. If you have another palette that is very similar to the Norvina Volume 2, go ahead and use it. And you know, you can still create this look or create something different. Again, just an idea. I like throwing ideas out there because with just an idea, you can recreate it on however you want. Or let's say if you want like a cute little look going on here and you want to recreate it, go ahead and do it. I'm going to show you guys the palette right now. She looks like this. So beautiful, so pretty. She's super heavy, so be careful. And this is how she looks like. I go ahead and hold it like this because I don't like to show what's in the mirror. She's really big, and I like that it's comfortable. You can kind of like sit it down. What kind of sucks about it, it doesn't open up all the way like I would like it to, but that's okay. I mean, that's my preference. But other than that, beautiful color story, beautiful everything. I let you guys know my final thoughts at the end of the video. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys be the judge of it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share this episode with your friends and your family. Please consider subscribing. I would love to have you. And don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. And just so you guys know, if you guys want to follow me on social media, I have that listed right down below as well. And without further ado, enjoy the show. Alright, so we're going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Palette Volume 2. We're going to be going in with this color right over here, B5. And the brush that I'm using is from Morphe M321 brush. Okay, so I'm only dipping the tip into the palette. I'm not brushing it off. And then I'm just going to be following like along my crease over here, very lightly, doing windshield wiper motions. Okay, and if you want to go a little bit harder, you can, because that is what I am currently doing. And since it looks a little bit harsh right now, what I'm going to do at the same time right now in a little bit is start buffing it out. And meaning use little circles. The little circles technique actually have a name. It's called buff, like buff it out, or appropriate way to say it correctly, please. I'm just going to be buffing that out. Of course, we're going to be building it as well. Just take your time in it. Alright, so I dipped the brush back into the palette. I did not dust it off. We're just going to be doing the same thing. Just take your time in it. Follow along the crease. Trust the process, you guys, and also believe in it. And most important, I want to build up this color here. I haven't played with blues in a while. The crease. And then buffing it up right here. I haven't played with blues in a while. It's gonna be so much fun, you guys. It's gonna be so pretty. Yeah, and of course, you guys know it looks all over the place. I love it. It's so your eye. I dipped the color back into the palette. That is okay. I did not brush it off. Nothing is perfect in this world. You know. One more time. because I want it to look like, you're gonna see what we're gonna do soon, but I want it to look like a really like dark gradient from the bottom, and like really just dark, make sure and then like along the way, like really dark and from again, the crease, and then like everything has like a light gradient like going like above yourself. If that makes sense. And the brocha that we're gonna be using is a Morphe M433 brush. It's gonna look a little bit. That's perfect in this world, you know, but that's how it is when you're feeling super creative, super artistic, blending back and forth. Okay, and then use little circles, buff it out. Remember what we talked about earlier before, little circles means buffing it out. Buff it out. Be doing. All right, so the next color that we're gonna be going in with is B. It's gonna build up. And again, it's gonna be messy. It's gonna be all over the place. But you wanna know something? When we put it all together, realizing the last scene I may have been a little bit too close at the same time, and you're gonna be so proud of it. But I do want to tell you that I dipped the brush into the palette and I went ahead and dusted it off. And what I'm gonna be doing is I just. And this is like to me, and I always say it in every video, I know that, when in doubt, buff it out. Before little circles means buffing it out. No matter where you start, just do that, and it's gonna build up. And it completes it, like. What was I saying? Yeah, there have been times that like I feel like my makeup, I dipped the brush back into the palette. I did dust it off, but then as soon as I start going over it the same way, I feel like where you start, it corrects it. Fourth, following the crease, following the eyeball, and then we're gonna be buffing it out. Meaning we're gonna be using the little circular motion. And just take your time with it, of course. When in doubt. Okay, so off camera, I went ahead and blended some more. Buffing, like what we're gonna do right now is go ahead and cut the crease. If I feel like I'm gonna be right back and type of makeup look. And yes, it takes time. You gotta have a lot of patience with it. Alright, so the next color, by the way, I did the brush back into the palette. I did dust it off. I almost did. Okay, so I did the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. I want it to be like as pigmented as possible. And we're gonna be going in the outer corner. I usually like stamp it first. Or buffing it out. I feel like it corrects it. And go like up and down, like up all the way to the crease and then down to the tape or the eyelid. And just take your time on that. So let me know in the comment section like what other technique that you guys like to do. So that way it can blend. So you can create that beautiful gradient. And just take your time with it, of course. Like right now my wrist is getting so tired, but it's okay, because you want to know something? And if you guys have like a technique that you like to use instead of what I do, I'll be right back and go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm back from cutting my crease, and if you guys are ever curious on how I cut my crease, I'm going to go ahead and link that down below for you guys. That's my dogs over there, my boyfriend's dogs. I call them my dogs too. I take care of them. They're cute. And my brocha that we're gonna be using is the Morphe, and I lost my other two little dogs. They were there for me. Usually like stamp it first, like pack it, and then we're gonna go ahead and buff it out. The next color that we're gonna be going in with is D1 right over here. Now normally, because there's like a crease where I cut the crease, I would tell you to blend it out first. But since this is like a glitter shade that we're gonna be putting on that, right now, like, and then sometimes what I do is like where the, you know, usually when you do the using a matte shade motion or the back and forth motion, I strongly suggest you blend that out first before you put that matte shade over like this wet concealer over here. So I went ahead and dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. And then I went back like this kind of the palette where the gradient is. I did the brush back into the color. I did not dust it off. Same technique. Pack it, press it, stamp it on there. Pressing this little circles. Friendly reminder: just make sure you have the mirror. Make sure you're looking down in the mirror, or have the mirror tilted down, and then. Just so you can kind of like have your eye closed but look down at the same time. You still have a little bit of more extra lid space. And just like dip that on there. Keep pressing her on there. Don't be shy. And of course, be gentle to your eye as well. And it's super pigmented, you guys. So next color that we're going to be going in with is A3 right over here. And just so you guys know, I have like a couple of these brushes. Don't think I'm using the same one, because I'm not. And if you guys don't have a lot of brushes, it's okay. You can still use the same one. Just blend it out. The only thing I do suggest you doing it is like brushing it on top of. We're gonna be putting another paper towel, so don't paper towel is really rough about it. It has like those little ridges. So just like brush the brush on there, and then use that same brush for another color, because you don't want to mix it into your pans or other colors, and you don't want to mix it into your eye unless you want to. Just a suggestion out there. Moving on, I dipped the brush into the palette. I did not dust it off. Again, we're gonna be going over the crease here. As you can see, there's a crease in my cut crease. Usually, like, same thing. If it's a matte color, I strongly recommend you know, blending that out. And this is a glitter shade. You can get away with it. As we've spoken about before, just look down, have the mirror tilted down, and then since I have hooded lids, I'm gonna go ahead and raise my brow, but not that much, because a girl don't want wrinkles. Really gently on your eye, of course, and then try to get in that little crease area over here. Take your time, please, you guys. And if you have an event to go to, make sure you practice this look into the palette. Just like I practiced this look. Kind of meets here where the gradient is. I'm not gonna put it on it, I'm gonna put it next to it. Okay? And then I'm repressing this. And if you have to, hold on. Make sure you're looking down, tilted down. So what I'm gonna do right now is blend everything out on my left eye. do my lashes, do my liner, do the rest of my face, and then we're gonna come back to do the bottom lid. I just turned off my fan, so pardon the noise. And if you guys are ever curious on how I do my liner, my lashes, and my face, which is like foundation, highlighting, contour, I'm gonna go ahead and link those episodes down below. And the brocha that we're gonna be using is from Morphe, M506 brush. Or anything. If you want to go ahead and buff it out, you can. I haven't done that, and I am cautious of doing that because if I buff it out, it's gonna go inside of my eye, and it's already getting into my eye, and that's okay.
Why are you the way that you are?
I dip la brocha back into the palette, the color, or the two colors, los dos colores, and I'm just gonna be doing that back and forth as well. And take your time, you guys. I know it looks a little bit rough, but remember, you gotta trust yourself. Most importantly, believe in yourself. Well, this is really pigmented. I like it. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just do like a little touches here and there. And I'll be right back. So this is my final form. I really hope that you guys, a girl don't want wrinkles. Really pretty. Little. She's a little difficult to open up. She's heavy. Let me tell you. And what I like about it is that it's magnetized, but since it's like magnetized, for me it's difficult to open up, but that's okay. It could be worse. The color story is really pretty. If you are, let me go back a little bit. When I saw the palette, like the packaging, I thought it was gonna be all kinds of blue tones like this, right? With just maybe a few pop-up. Cause I don't like any surprises. That's how it's happened to me before. Like I don't like any surprises, and at the same time, what if I don't like the look? I don't want to teach you guys something that I don't like either, you know? And of course, I'm gonna be blending it back and forth. So I'm gonna go to the top of the crease of the lid, and then kind of blend everything down. So that way you see here, now look, I know that it looks like off. It's not all over the place because we have it. It's just that it needs to be blended. Before I did this eye, I went ahead, I blended this eye off camera. Just so you guys know, that just in case if you guys happen to do the bottom. yeah, I had to put the palette down because, girl, it is freaking heavy. That's a good thing. Anyways, I waited till now to talk about the Norvina palette volume 2 is because I got it on sale. Again, I always encourage you guys to get shit on sale. I'm a consumer. Unfortunately, I'm not on the PR list. Unfortunately, I don't have a promotion code. But yeah, I take advantage of all like the sales. And how I find out the sales is I sign up by the email. So I'm a consumer. I dipped both colors into the palette. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. You're going to spend your money. Do the lower lid. So one thing that does help me out you guys is sales, see what's going on. And you know, if you guys always, I'm here to help you. Or if you guys, at the end of the day, you guys are entitled to do whatever like I do. I'm going to have my mirror like this. I'm just letting you know because I'm going to go ahead and look you up. And it's going to give me more than enough room for me to work on my lower lash line right over here. By the way, I dipped the brush into the color. I did not dust it off. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But I'm just going to be blending her back and forth. And just a friendly reminder, don't forget to like this. Don't forget to share it with your friends and your family. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. And don't forget about that notification bell. It's going to definitely let you know like all the updates that I'm up to. And I was gonna mention something else I kind of forgot. ADD. Follow me on social media. I have everything. For now, it's gonna go inside of my eye, and just by doing it back and forth, like I'm doing.